been one of my ISA idols since day one because she's actually part of something called Team Isagenix. So that, she had to go through a lot of requirements, and in your case, it was snowboarding that, and all of your experience in snowboarding that she applied to be part of the Team Isagenix. And they've got some of the coolest swag we can't even get our hands on.
Yeah.
The swag is pretty great. And so it's our private Facebook group as well. Yeah, Team Isagenix. If you do know any athletes and you need to get some information about Team Isagenix, you can just go to teamisagenix.com. Gym owners, personal trainers, anybody that's connected within the fitness industry, I highly recommend you take a look at that. And the performance products, like Anne-Marie was saying, they're bar none. If I would have had those when I was a professional snowboarder, I can't even imagine what would have happened. But, let's talk about how Isagenix fits into our life, Sybil. So I like to share our simple little slogan here: eat it, love it, share it. So would it be okay if I just shared a little bit of my story, how I came into Isagenix? I ate the products, I loved them, and then I started sharing them with people. It's so simple. I actually had 3 businesses at the time when I was introduced to Isagenix, and I was not looking for a 4th business. And I specifically told the girl who enrolled me, please don't tell me anything about your business, I just want to use the products. And she obliged, and I became a product user, like most of us do. Sybil's gonna tell you her story's a little bit different, but most of us come in just as a product user, and I was loving the products. People started asking me what I was doing, and I started sharing with them. And then also, of course, I had to get all my sisters involved, and friends and family, and I started sharing with people just organically, and it turned into a business. So Sybil has a little bit of a different story.
A totally different story. I came into Isagenix because I was actually shopping for the best comp plan. So I often will say this, and people are like, when I say I didn't really care so much about the product. It really didn't matter to me. I just knew that it wasn't cutting boards and cookware, and that was really important. But I did a lot of research, and I knew I wanted to be a part of the health and wellness industry because I just lost my father due to complications from open heart surgery. If he had had some of these products, I know it would have helped extend his last few days. But I knew that this was really the wave of the future and the company and the model that I wanted to be involved with. And I'd never seen a compensation plan like this. So I shopped around, I did my research, and I landed here.
And we are so happy that you did.
Okay, so with that being said, and the fact that I'm really, really comfortable talking about the money part, I think that we should all just get to the point where nobody really works for free. Like, do you love your job so much that you would just show up, even if it was just on a voluntary basis? Anybody? Yeah, we spoke earlier. I'm scared for your boss. I think it's really important to just get right down to the nuts and bolts. People are looking for alternate ways to make money. People are always looking for new ways. People are staying home now trying to find ways to make money. People are selling junk out of their garages and making money. So it's an ongoing need out there that we deal with every single day. Healthcare costs are rising, and oftentimes people say that's a really great industry to be in because it's total job security, really dealing with the sick people on the planet.
So like Sybil mentioned, people are looking for money, and so how many people do you know out there that are either renting a room out on Airbnb or they're driving for Uber? Let's see a show of hands. How many people know someone that's doing that? Okay. The thing is, we talk about the saturation.
The thing is that used to be a very viable income. Probably even just 6 months ago, people could actually say, you know what, I work for Uber, and I'm able to pay my bills by working and driving for Uber. What I have heard just very recently is that it's so saturated, so competitive, that people are almost lining up at the airport just begging for a ride that they can actually give. People are renting out rooms in their homes, and there's so much out there to rent that it's really, really hard to actually land a client that's going to rent from you. So if you're finding that a lot of people that used to be with Lyft and Uber are now all of a sudden looking elsewhere. They have to, because there's just too many Uber and Lyft drivers out there.
And I think one of the biggest pitfalls of it all is they are still trading their time for money. They're not going to sit back and earn a residual income like we can do in Isagenix. They have to be driving. They have to be renting out their room, hiring a housekeeper to clean that, or whatever else they have to do to earn the money. So let's talk about why network marketing.
Why not?
Why not? Time flexibility. How many of you want to be in control of your own life? Like Yvonne said, freedom to go visit her kids whenever she wants. I can tell you, since I've been involved with this company, I have traveled more around the world than I ever dreamt of. When I had my 3 businesses, we could never leave Breckenridge. We were stuck. We could not leave because we just couldn't trust our employees to run our businesses the way that they needed to be run. So we just basically didn't travel. And since being partnered with Isagenix, it really has opened that up to me. How about you, Seb?
Well, I actually just flew in yesterday. I spend my summers now in a wonderful, wonderful mountain town that is in the morning only 56 degrees. It heats up to about 80 degrees, and I don't even want to tell you where it is because you're all going to try to go there. It's in Idaho, and actually there's a big joke that Idaho's great, but it's closed. So come and enjoy it, but don't plan on moving there. So I summer in a little area that has about 2,500 people there. And we bought our absolute dream home last year based on Isagenix. My husband works from home, I work from home, so we try to be done with our work day about 3 o'clock, which is happy hour as far as I'm concerned. So we meet each other down on the beach, and Raquel's coming to visit me next weekend there. But it's just the craziest thing. I can do that, and I can still make money. I
actually can have a good tan too,
and I have
at the same time.
Yeah, look at her tan.
I spend a lot of time in the sun, and it's great. But I am not ashamed to tell you that I'm 53 years old. Retirement is something that's looming. And many, many people that are facing retirement are questioning whether Social Security is going to be available. Nobody can even live on that amount. So do you know how cool it is to be entering retirement a little bit earlier than planned with a guaranteed paycheck every Monday? This is residual, you guys. And that is something that nobody else can offer. I can also tell you I'm very, very, very excited to send my grandchildren and my grandchildren's children to school, college debt-free, because this is a legacy company, something very, very unique with Isagenix.
And there's a couple of other things up on this slide that I just want to bring to your attention. First of all, our support, our training and support. We have support from corporate. There's Cal in the back of the room there. He's our area sales manager here in Isagenix. Let's give him a round of applause. So the support that we get from our corporate, from this beautiful building and everybody that works in it, we've had so many people that work here in corporate come in tonight just to say hi, to support us. It is just, like Yvonne said, she saw that from the moment she came here the very first day on a tour. What she didn't tell you guys is she started applying for jobs here. And I was like, no, come work with me. So she came from a corporate world and she saw this place and she saw the family vibe, and so she started applying for jobs. The other one is the culture. Anne-Marie touched on that with Tribe Time. Sybil Imel started this amazing group, community of women and men. We have Joe as well that comes. And every Tuesday we meet from 11:30 to 1, and it is just so great. We're all one team, not financially linked. We do business building activities, we learn fun recipes, we make cute little necklaces and bracelets, and we really just are one team, and the culture and community is just bar none. And then how about the earning potential?
Can I touch on Tribe Time?
Yes.
We actually have 2 other founding members of Tribe Time in the room tonight. So Joy Diaz in the back and Lizzie Silva. It was just 4 of us that sat around a table deciding that we really liked each other, and we really like to spend some additional time with each other on a weekly basis, really motivating and supporting each other. And from it now, we're connected with all of these amazing leaders, and we meet every Tuesday because we like each other. What a concept, right? People supporting people. I love it. What was it that you wanted me to
The no cap.
Oh yeah. So the no cap is pretty crazy, and the money that you hear about when you hear about Isagenix leaders and really what people are doing with this crazy amount of money, there's no cap on it. And there's such an amazing way that depending on how hard you work, how much you work, you can actually go beyond your actual enroller. And that's pretty unique to this sort of industry. It's really unique to corporations. You'll probably never make more than your boss. And they set it up that way so that there's always really kind of a leader and then somebody that has to go along with those rules. In this company, I really believe that the sky's the limit. So it's just a matter of how much you want to put into it.
And it truly is. I am a testament to that. I've actually surpassed 5 people above me who have enrolled. And I don't say that to brag, but I say it because a lot of people think you need to get into a company in the very beginning. You got to be in at the top, and that's just not the way that our compensation works. So now is the right time. It's always the right time with Isagenix. 300 people. Actually today, 299th millionaire was announced today. We have one of our millionaires here in our audience. Miss Stephanie Blackburn, do you want to stand up? What number are you? 134, 136. She can't remember. And what that means is she has accumulatively earned $1 million. That's gone into her bank account, and that's what she's earned. And I'm sure she's earned more since then. So now we have 299, 2 million. She's at 2 million now. So we have 299 millionaires in the company. You guys, that's just unheard of for a network marketing company to have created that many millionaires. And correct me if I'm wrong, Cal, I believe that we have 700 6-figure earners. Do you know that number? Oh, it's a lot more than that. Okay. Well, I knew that like a year or two
That's
ago.
even better.
So it's even better. So we have over 700 6-figure earners annually.
We've been growing for 17 years now. You had such a great
the billion. So here's what's really cool. Isagenix, it took us 8 years to do our first $1 billion in sales.
Billion with a B.
It only took us 2 more years to do our second billion. Now we're doing just around $1 billion a year, and they estimate that we will be doing $3 billion a year within the next 3 years. So I would say the only way is up.
Yeah. And we actually have a campaign right now to have a million or 1 billion blenders. We're not counting people anymore, we're counting blenders.
Yes, 1 million blenders going off every morning.
Yes. So it's a lot of
That's
lives
awesome.
impacted.
I love that.
It's absolutely the most convenient nutrition, very, very budget-friendly nutrition. People that are trying to feed their kids as they're racing out the door, people that were often skipping breakfast. It is really, really something that allows everybody to get really what has been missing in their nutritional lives. We're a privately held company, responsibly run, with no operational debt. That's very unique.
Yes.
And Sybil and I were talking about this slide today. We're like, 20 countries? She's like, I can only remember 17. I'm like, I thought 19. And I mean, we're growing so fast that I had to double check actually with Lauren, who helped us set this up tonight. We're actually in 20 markets, 18 countries.
Okay.
So 20 markets, 18 countries, and just growing globally, where if you've been on the tour here on Fridays, they have a whole wall showing where we are and where we're not, and there's so much room for us to expand, which I'm very excited about. So let's talk about how we get started, because everybody thinks, oh, I gotta, if I wanna make money, I need to do something crazy. I need to stock my trunk with a bunch of products. But no, everybody comes in simply as a customer. Just like I started with my businesses, I came in as a customer. Sybil came in as a customer. Most of the people in the audience came in as a customer. And we all pay wholesale pricing. We all also have a money-back guarantee. Do you know that if there's something that you don't like the first time you try it in Isagenix, you can simply call customer service, and they don't have an exchange policy, but they will send you something else to replace it. It's phenomenal customer service. I've never seen this from any other company.
And you talk to a human too, so that's exciting.
That is really exciting.
That's a good point.
So
Excited about that.
Yeah.
the other thing we do is we meet the need of the customer. So there's all different needs, right? Sybil?
Okay, so we have a $20 a day pack, we've got a $10 a day pack, and we've got a $5 a day pack. And I really think the number one most important thing to look at here is that you're going to eat anyway, right? So this is no different than the transfer of your grocery budget. And once you really get that, you start looking at $20 a day, and it doesn't seem so big anymore. Usually, if you go through a day with somebody, before noon, before lunch, they've already spent $15. And that was toast and an egg and some coffee and maybe some coffee with their mug full of carnation creamer. And then they stop somewhere on their way to work, and then there's vending machines. I'm always so blown away at the money that people don't even realize that they're wasting on their way to work. And there's all of those vending machines, there's all of that stuff that they go out for lunch. Did you realize that a Subway sandwich, which used to be considered to be a healthy option, is $6? $6 for something that we really and truly thought was gonna get us to our goals. A shake or a bar with Isagenix, $2.85. That's more than half what a Subway sandwich would be. So we've got really options to fit everybody's needs.
And we have a simple system.
There's a question.
Oh, yes.
Yes, Raquel.
Sybil, can you go back to that slide, please?
You betcha, babe.
So in that $20 a day, how many meals do you think we get out of that?
Didn't we determine it was 58?
More than that, because the bar is like 76.
I want to say 74.
So for 2 a day,
58, 76,
60.
85,
60.
78.
60, that's
Start
not
at an
an
80.
Do we have any 80s?
But it
Where are
gets
we
you
at?
through your month with your class.
It gets you through beyond your month, yeah, and there are cleanse days in there, yeah. So if you think about your grocery budget, it's just your groceries being delivered in one big box to your doorstep. I don't think that Fry's does that now, do they? No.
I always say it's kind of like going to Costco and buying your groceries up front for the month. You've got it all in one box.
Love it.
So back to our simple system, kind of like the eat it, love it, share it. We have this other slogan, which is you share, they share, repeat. So we have something brand new that was just introduced called the new Crystal Consultant Bonus. So generally, when you share with 2 friends, you would get a $50 bonus. However, this company is so generous that they just put an extra $100 on the table in this Crystal Consultant Bonus. Yes.
Yes.
Very exciting. This is very, very exciting because that's just a matter of me sharing with 2 people and becoming a consultant, which is our first level of leadership in Isagenix. You can earn a minimum of $150 back. And this promotion is going on through September 29th. So if you're sitting here in the audience thinking about getting started, now is the time, because with you share, they share, it's amazing. And Sybil's going to show you how to lead with the value pack, which is our $20 a day pack, and how much money you can earn.
It's amazing. So I want you to think about the value pack as being a family pack. Many of us have a spouse, and many of those spouses eat. I'm sorry, but it's just the way it goes. So when I got started with my system, I kind of hid the products away from my husband because I didn't want him getting into it. I thought, no, this is my stuff, dude. Like, back off, right? But I kind of like him, and I kind of want him to hang around a little bit longer, depending on the day. And so why in the world would I not share it with my husband? And many of us have kids. We would take a bullet for these babies, but yet we hoard our shakes because we don't want them to have our
that have
birthday
hoarded
cake.
their shakes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I'm like, it's okay to share with your kids, but they're mine. They're my shakes.
Yeah. So I always look at this and just think, You've got to have a value pack if you have more than one person in your household. And also, you have to have a value pack if you have more than 2 pounds to lose. Because it's going to be the system that gets you the 98% success rate. And I know when I was looking for weight loss, I didn't want a system that would offer 29% success rate. Like, why even do it, right? Why even put the effort into it? When I got focused on it, I wanted the system that would give me the best, most fast results. And have any of you made brownies, leaving the eggs and the oil out? Probably.
Yeah.
Don't shake your head. You got to go along with this. Like,
Yes.
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 With
So
applesauce.
what happened when you left the eggs and the oil out? Not a very pleasurable eating experience. So where did the brownies end up? Right. That's the exact same thing that happens if you leave out crucial pieces to a weight loss experience. It won't be a pleasurable experience. You might have some results. And if you don't have a lot of weight to lose, we do have other options for you. If you're super disciplined, we have other options for you. But I want to see a show of hands. How many of you used to buy Slim Fast shakes on or around New Year's Eve thinking, oh, I'm going to hit it hard tomorrow? And how much was that Slim Fast shake?
Probably $6, $5.
Yeah. So did that
Expensive.
affect your budget? Did you feel it? Did you feel that investment? Were you like getting some skin in the game?
No.
Or did you walk right by that $6 Slim Fast shake on your way to the Burger King the next day? That's often what happens. So I really suggest if you're going to do it big, do it bold, and have some skin in the game. It's going to give you all of the benefits that you are asking for if you are looking for weight loss. You've got to have the brownie with the eggs and the oil. Yes, Raquel?
How many times do we have to buy the value pack?
Once. You just invest one time, and then moving forward, you just replace the products that you've run out of, other products that you might want to try. Maybe you're interested in looking at some of the skincare or the oils, but you are just making that investment once. And you're splitting it with your hubs, or your mom, or your best friend. And on the week that you enroll your hubs, because you're tired of him drinking your birthday cake shake, you want to find a second person. Because Isagenix will double what is called a PIB, Product Introduction Bonus. I like to refer to it as a referral bonus or a sharing the love bonus. So it's a really great way to earn back a ton of money right off the bat. So most people that come into our team on day 15, they enroll their hubs and their mom, or their hubs and their best friend, because then they're going to have staggered shipments also. They will have a shipment maybe on the 1st, and then the next shipment will be coming on the 15th, so they'll never be running out of anything. But to be able to earn back $550 by having 2 conversations, do any of your corporate jobs pay that? I doubt it. No. 2 conversations, $550. That's exactly what you can actually have here. Okay, so we also have the ability for you to earn $1,000. I mean, $1,000 even the next day, and that is really when you share and they share, and it's repeated. So when you're having such a great experience, oftentimes you become a walking billboard. People want a piece of it. People have been waiting. People have been watching. And so it's really nice as a coach to be able to help you find your first 2 people. So you sign up your hubs, you sign up your mom, and then you help them also earn back that $550. And when you do that in your first 60 days, Isagenix gives you another bonus of $250. When you add all of that together, it totals over $1,000 that you can now earn the next day.
It's pretty incredible. Yeah. $1,000. You share, they share. Repeat. And I'm going to show you the $5 a day packs and what that can look like. So as you see, these are all of our $5 a day packs. We've got quite a few. The Shake and Shot, the Everyday Shake Pack, which consists of 4 canisters of shakes, Shake and Isagenesis, the Daily Essentials, and the Shake and Cleanse pack. So there's something to meet the needs for everybody. These are all packs that cost only $5 a day. So I'm gonna show you what you can earn back right now with our Crystal Consultant promotion that's going on using the $5 a day packs. Just by sharing with 2 people, you will earn back $170, okay? And if you go manager, which is the you share, they share, within 60 days, you can earn back a total of $620. So, there's also one more option. If you remember, we've got the $10 a day packs, kind of the middle of the road pack. And if you were to start with that and then share that pack with a couple of people, I almost said sell, you could earn back $700 for doing that, and those are our $10 a day packs. So there is just a great opportunity to earn back not only your investment, but you are now eating for free. So can you all get excited about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When do you guys get a check from Fry's every Monday for being awesome customers? Sending a few.
Telling a couple people, you should go check out Fry's. So I look at this as sharing a good restaurant, right? This is, I share with people about my online superfood store all the time. It's, there's this great online superfood store. You can log in, order what you want, have it shipped right to your door, or if you live local, you get to pick it up right over there, right behind this building here. And you save on shipping by doing that as well. So there's needs for everybody, and I will go back to that slide and I'll keep that up where everybody can check it out. But there's one more special promotion that's going on. Sybil, do you want to talk about this one?
Yes, I will. All right, so as a leader in this company, I was going for it. I knew the compensation plan, but I needed to work myself through the layers of leadership. And I did, not as quickly as Yvonne, but I got to Crystal Executive, and that meant that I had actually helped 10 people become consultants. What was great about that is every time you help somebody with their first 2 people, Isagenix gives you $100. And I went through that pretty quickly, my first 20. They were capping us at 20, helping 20 consultants get started. They just recently announced that they will actually pay us $100 now through our first 40 consultants that were getting started. So many of us just got a raise when they made this announcement, because all of a sudden we're able to get $100 now for all of those people that we're helping get paid. That's a total of $4,000 on top of all of the other ways that we get paid and all of the other bonuses that we've talked about tonight.
And if you're sitting here brand new and you want to go for it and run like Yvonne did, that's an extra $4,000 that's on the table right now between now and September 29th, just in that bonus money. It's absolutely incredible.
All right, so I think a lot of us have heard about the power of 2. In this compensation plan, there are 2 different legs that we build, and we call them sexy legs. So it's just a matter of knowing 2 people, getting started with 2 people. Once you have your 2 people, you're part of our compensation plan. And this is just a really great way of looking at how all of this multiplies. I wanted to mention really quickly, if you have heard the horrible word, pyramid scheme, this is in the shape of a triangle. So in your build or in your experiences, you might hear somebody say, isn't that one of those pyramid schemes? And a pyramid is, by the way, illegal. A pyramid is also a company that's leading with a promise, not a product. And we all get started with a product first. So I want you to think about just even a corporation. How many of you worked somewhere in a corporation today, in an office where you have a boss? And isn't that really the model that is used in an actual corporation?
Yeah.
Ours is very, very, very loose, and it's just drawn out this way. But the other amazing, unique quality to Isagenix is that you don't have to just start, or you don't have to end with just 2 legs. And Stephanie, you've probably opened up like you haven't opened a 3rd leg yet?
No.
Okay, but you do have the ability to have another leg and another leg, it's absolutely unlimited. What I love about this though, compared to the company that I came from, we only got paid a certain amount deep and a certain amount wide. In Isagenix, it's never ending. We don't flush our business volume. We don't have to restart every Monday. We don't have to restart every first of the month. So this is very, very, very unique to Isagenix. And I started 4 years ago, and there was just me. And I look at my back office now, which is our ordering portal that you'll all get, and I've got over 7,000 people on my team. Now, I didn't enroll all of those people, but because of the lineage that I'm in and because it's never ending, I actually get the benefits from those 7,000 people who've enrolled since the day I enrolled. So it's really mind-blowing, and a lot of people don't understand why that is, but our compensation plan is based on an insurance actuary. So that's a hard word to even say.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine that I understand it, but there's only a certain percentage of our product users that will actually tap into our compensation plan. But we get the business volume for everybody from now until the end of time.
And one of my favorite things about all of this is we are paid weekly, every Monday. So how many of you in this room have received some sort of compensation on a Monday morning? Awesome.
14 years.
Love
every
it.
Monday.
Woo! Love it, every Monday, and there's never mistakes that are made.
Call it money.
It's
Monday.
phenomenal. So truly you can live your ideal life with Isagenix as your partner. And that's the way I like to say it is we are partnered with this incredible company. We are all our own CEOs, and we have corporate partners like Cal, and we have amazing owners of the company that they are here doing the working every day that are our partners as well. We have partners that we're not financially linked to, like Sybil and Lizzie and Anne-Marie, and then we have partners that are our team as well. So you really truly can live your ideal life if you partner with the right company.
That's exactly why I found my forever home. But I think it's just something to really look at, and I don't know a lot of other companies that will actually let you test drive something like this out. You'll never know if it's going to work for you until you actually try it, and this company allows you to do that.
We have some prizes to give away.
Oh, dear.
So for our guests in the room,